When did my love for the game begin? Well, I grew up in Jamaica. My dad took me to watch the 1974 World Cup. They would show games on the big screen in the National Arena. Ever since I came out of that experience, I think I watched maybe 3 games in that World Cup. And then after that, it was a rolled up ball of socks playing by myself in the living room. Under one couch was a goal, under the other couch was a goal. Somehow I played both teams by myself. And I really think that that experience really catapulted me into where I am now. Yeah, it was an incredible time to come here when I did. Greg took over in, I think, August of 2014, and I came in January of 2015, and this club was still a club that had been around, an incredible fan base, and still hadn't made the playoffs. So to be part of the group that took us first to get into the playoffs, and then to advance to a final, and then to win a final, and to come within a penalty kick of winning Champions League, it was an incredible, incredible ride. To move TFC from where they were to really the heights of the league was one of the most incredibly satisfying periods of my career. And certainly coming back here is exciting for the thought of being able to create the same sort of environment. Everything is different, players are different, the league's different, so no, it'll never be the same. But I think the basis of a sustainable team is about the culture that's created, and I really like everything that's happening here now. So when I was done playing, I went and worked at a youth club in Phoenix for about 1.5 years. And at the same time, I was broadcasting RSL games, Real Salt Lake games. And in the summer of '07, I had the opportunity to go and be an assistant coach, and loved it since day one and haven't stopped. Coaching philosophy is, can we get players to train players enough to get them to recognize situations so that they're all making the same decisions collectively, that they all look at scenarios the same way. And a big part of that is getting them to approach the game the same way. So I think when you coach a team, for me, coaching a team, the satisfaction really starts to come when you can see the team doing things cohesively in the manner that you'd like to see them do it. And it's about learning, understanding, recognizing situations, 4, 5, 6 guys looking at a scenario and coming up with the same solution. And I think that's done through the coaching philosophy, it's done through training, it's done through video, and you need buy-in. And I think if all of that works, then you see a team that really works cohesively. I don't see myself as a black coach or a white coach. I see myself as a good coach. Over the last probably 6 years, I've come to realize the impact that I have on young players of color. Everyone's experiences are different, and I've come across so many people who talk about the fact that they've never seen a black person in a position of authority. Inherently, there is a responsibility that initially I didn't think much about, because I just thought, I'm good at what I do and this is what I should do. But I do realize that there is an additional responsibility, because there are a lot of eyes on me. I was supposed to be the first black coach to win an MLS Cup, and Wilfred beat me to it, but I'm going to work on being the second one. I'm extremely privileged to do what I do. I absolutely love coaching. I love the game. I'm 58 years old, and it's all I've done, really. I don't see it as a burden. As I said, the awareness that there is an inherent responsibility, when that hit me, I realized how important it is, what I do, how I carry myself, and that sort of thing. Because at the end of the day, a lot of coaches, players are looking at me, and I have such incredible support in that community that I feel, like I said, it's a privilege, and I want to do well, and I want to be as good as I can possibly be, to show that at the end of the day, the merit of the coach is the most important thing.